Hi, hello. So I wanted to create a training that was based off of behind the scenes and just kind of go through all the IPAs, how I do things, why I think some of these are very important to be doing every single day within your business, the difference that I noticed from when I wasn't doing them to when I do them, and just everything in general. Because if you're first jumping into this business, you are probably like, what the heck are IPAs? And if you've been here for a while, but you're not 100% sure how to do the IPAs, I'm hoping that this helps you. So first things first, IPAs are just income producing activities. It is basically what you are supposed to be doing behind the scenes for your business in order for it to grow. So first things first, self-development is number one, the biggest thing that you should be doing every single day. I do mine in the morning and at night. I found that whenever I was only doing it in the morning, it wasn't serving me as much because throughout the day, since I did it first thing when I woke up, yes, I did have a good day. And yes, I used what I learned first thing in the morning. But by the time that I was going to bed at night, it kind of went out the window. If it was a bad day, it was still a bad day and everything like that. So what I started doing is I have a set of personal development at my desk that I do every single morning. And then I have a little set at what I read at night before I go to bed. So I found that when I first wake up in the morning, I have to get as much done as I possibly can before Isabella wakes up. So I get up between 4:30 and 5 every single morning, and I come down to my desk and I do a solid work routine, a solid work hour, and I'm going to show you what exactly I do. So I first come down here and I have one solid notebook, and it is used for all of my gratitude, my I ams, my journaling, my dreams, the whole 9 yards. So I write 10 things that I was grateful for that happened the day before, because it really makes you be aware of just all of the little things that happen every single day for you to really um just appreciate all of the little things. So 10 things that happened the day before that you were grateful for, and then on the back of that piece of paper I will write my I am. So I also write them as if it already happened. That are my dreams. So I am completely debt free. I earned a $28,000 bonus for my family. I am a mass enroller, like little things like that. So therefore, I'm speaking life into myself, and I'm telling my brain that it already happened. So that's what I do first thing in the morning when I come down here. Next, as of right now, these are the personal development that I am doing first thing in the morning. My one is just a mother's daily prayer book. This one is 365 devotionals for a thankful heart. These two are really into the Bible. And since I am trying my best to get into the Bible and I have no idea where to start, these give me little inserts so then I could go into my Bible and read. And it's starting to be really helpful because that is something that I really wanted to implement this year. So I do those. And then I also do this heart talk. I love this thing. I just recently got it. I just started it at the beginning of this year, but it has just little inserts, and I just read that every single day. And it's about a bunch of different things, but just personal development. Just to be really growing your mind and working on yourself. I also have just like a little quote that I read every single morning. So that is what I do for my personal development before I start pouring into other people on social media or pouring into my team. So throughout the day, I will listen to a podcast if I have some downtime, if I'm cleaning or whatever. And then at nighttime, I have 3 little daily devotionals that I read right before bed. And I also read a book, like a chapter in my book, every single night before bed. So I found that whenever I was reading first thing in the morning, my book, I was trying to rush to make sure that I was getting all of my IPAs done before Isabella woke up, and it wasn't serving me. So I decided to move reading my book to either nap time or bedtime. So then that way I could lay in bed and truly focus and read my book and take everything in, highlight whatever it is. So that is what I do first thing in the morning throughout the day, and bedtime for self-development. And then let's get into IPAs. So IPAs, their income producing activities. It's what you do behind the scenes. It's what you should be doing every single day in order for your business to grow. So with that being said, every single morning when I first wake up, I do pick up my phone and I post a picture of the capsules or the shake or whatever it is, because truthfully, that's what I do first thing in the morning. The capsules are on my nightstand. I wake up, I take my capsules, and then I start my day. Then I go down here and then I start working. So that is just a day in my life. And I showcase that. So I do pick up my phone, take a picture of my capsules 9 times out of 10. And then I come down here, take a picture of my self development, whatever. And then I put my phone away. Then I go and do my self development. And then I pick my phone back up and do my IPAs. So one thing that I have learned that has been super beneficial and super helpful for me is that every Sunday I do plan out my week, but not to the extent of like what I'm going to be doing every single day. So I try to plan out my week to be like what I am going to be talking about. So every Tuesday, like, so let's go as in for this week. So Monday, I said I wanted to talk about the difference of December to this month from whenever I wasn't taking the products to when I was taking the products, since I stopped taking the products the month of December, just because I first found out I was pregnant, to now being able to take them because my doctor approved them. I went live and I shared the entire difference between the difference from when I was taking them to the difference from when I wasn't. So I wrote that in my thing. So then Tuesday, I wanted to post about the business aspect because it's Tuesday is payday and we get paid. And then today I said that I wanted to talk about samples. So I went on my story this morning as if I was packaging up a sample to mail out. So then therefore I can kind of explain everything that goes into the sample pack and give them the option if they were to want it or not. So that is what I try to do. But every single morning after my self-development and before I start my IPAs, I listened to this on a podcast a very long time ago, and it completely changed my life, to where I pick 3 non-negotiables. So 3 non-negotiables for my business that I want to get done that day, and 3 non-negotiables for the house. So as of right now, the house for my non-negotiables is literally I need to clean the kitchen. I want to do an activity with Isabella today, some type of creative learning activity, and spend one-on-one time with her. And I want to finish all of the laundry. So those are my 3 non-negotiables for today. And then for my business is I want to go live on Facebook and talk about samples and just the products once again. I want to create new opportunity stories. And I also want to talk about balance because we do have a promo of balance today that ends tomorrow. So those are my 3 non-negotiables for my business today, because I pick 3 for my business that are outside of your normal IPAs every single day. Okay? So 3 non-negotiables for your business and for house life, mom life, personal life. So if you're not a mom, if you don't have to take care of a house, maybe it's going for a walk. Maybe it is going grocery shopping for yourself, whatever that case is. But I just picked 3 non-negotiables for my business and 3 for my personal life because it helps me keep everything in order. Because, because I realized that I was either going all into my business for one day and then the next day all into my personal life. So there was never a happy medium to where if I just pick 3 non-negotiables for this, 3 non-negotiables for that each day, it helps me keep everything in order. So that's what I do. So one IPA is posting your products to your stories. So like I said, I post my capsules first thing in the morning. I will show my patch. I try to switch it up every single day, but 9 times out of 10, I'm always posting my capsules. One, you are going to think that it is repetitive, but it's not being repetitive because if you are doing your IPAs and you are constantly following new people, that means new people are constantly seeing your feed. So say I've been in this industry for 2 years now, the people who have followed me for 2 years, yeah, it may be repetitive to them, but the 25 people that just followed me from yesterday, they're seeing it for the first time. So do not think that you are being repetitive. You just need to show up consistently every single day because new people are seeing your stuff every single day. So there's that. What I've also realized is that I focus on one platform and then I go to the next platform. So whenever I was trying to do interactions on Facebook, then interactions on Instagram, it led me to scrolling because I was flip-flopping between the different platforms. So I realized that I have to stick with one platform. So Facebook, I start on Facebook first. I do birthdays. I message them happy birthday and say like have a good day, or if it's someone close to me, whatever it is, because that way it gets them already in my inbox and my messages to where it opens up that door so they feel comfortable messaging me a question about Thrive or the business. So about the products or the business. So I found that whenever I was posting on their walls, it was just a happy birthday. There was already 200 people that posted on their walls. They're not really, it's not too personable, so that whenever it is going through Messenger, it's personal. They reply back. Therefore, you can start a conversation if you wanted to. So I do birthdays and I message them. Next, I go into interactions. I always start with stories first and I scroll all the way over. So I will hurry up and show you. So here's all the stories. I scroll all the way to the back and start that way and work my way forward, because then that way I know that I am going to be done whenever I hit that it's my story. So I start there and I interact with people's stories. If it's a quote or something, I don't really say anything back. And I've noticed that if all you are commenting like into stories and you're doing emojis or you're saying love this or just little simple things, it's not really opening up a conversation. Whereas if they posted a picture of what they made for dinner that day and you're like, oh my God, that looks so good, can I please have the recipe? They're sending you back a recipe because 9 times out of 10 they feel bad not replying to you, and then that opens up the window to talk about the recipe, to have a conversation, to kind of get to know each other and break the ice. So I always try to either comment on something in particular, like, oh my God, I love your shirt, instead of I love this picture. Like, why do you love the picture? Ask yourself, well, why? Well, why? Well, why? Whenever you are going to comment something on someone's story. So I always try to ask a question or something, comment on something in particular. After stories, I then go into feed. And as I'm scrolling past and I see something that I like, that resonates with me, that I have a question about, whatever, I comment. So like I said, I always like everyone's post, but if it is something that I'm interested in where we never really talked before, where it's an opportunity to create, a connection, a relationship, I will comment. And like I said, I always try to ask a question or not, because I felt like whenever I was only saying like, oh, I love this or that, like little simple things replying back, I've noticed that it was just like, oh, cool. Like, I'll just like your comment. Like there was no relationship building. It was just me being nice, basically. So it wasn't getting me anywhere. So that's what I do on Facebook. And then growing my following, my friends on Facebook, I go into people you may know. And I find people where you have less mutual friends, but I don't really become friends with people who are already friends with other Thrivers, if that makes any sense. So, because say they're friends with me and 2 other people that's within Thrive, 9 times out of 10, if I'm adding them, they're already seeing 2 other people's with Thrive that probably I've already built a connection with. I don't really go out of my way and become friends with them unless there's like really good connections, like their mom or, they have dogs, whatever like your fives list is. I just try to steer a little bit away from that because I feel like they're already friends with Thrivers. They already see the products. They might even be their customer at this point that I don't know about. So I try my best to steer away from that and just go outside of that to where we have mutual friends. So it's not like, oh, hey, I'm random. And there's less mutual friends, but they've never really seen Thrive from what I know of. So That's what I try to do. And then I also find people, I am a part of a bunch of groups on Facebook. I'm a part of mom groups, pregnancy groups, like all these groups, like recipe groups, just a bunch of different things, dog groups. Like I am a part of a bunch of different ones. So if someone posts a picture, ask a question or a comment, and I go and look at their page and we have a lot in common, or our fives really resonate with each other, or whatever it is, then I add them because we are able to build a connection somehow off of, I know that we're going to be able to because of off of what they have already posted before. So that's how I find people on Facebook to become friends with. So then after I do all of that on Facebook, I then go on to Instagram and I do the same exact thing. I go onto their stories, I scroll all the way over. I only reply if I have a question and on particular things. And that's the same exact way within the feed. So I do that. And then for following on Instagram, I am absolutely horrible with commenting hashtags under my pictures, but I'm trying to get better. But I do go in and search hashtags. So like girl mom, or pregnancy announcements, or just like golden retrievers, or toddler life, stay at home mom, like little things that are a part of my fives, home decor. And I go in and I find people that way, because therefore it's one of what they enjoy is one of my fives that I enjoy. So we're able to connect on that type of level. I also search locations and try to find my people that way, but I always try to stay within my fives, because therefore I know there's one thing that we are going to be able to connect on. And what I also do is, this might be weird, but since the only show that I watch is literally The Bachelor, I go in and we'll search like either the girls that are on the season or The Bachelor, and people who comment or whatever. I go in and search their pages because we're able to connect on that type of level. And 9 times out of 10, if we're watching the same show, there's something else that we would be able to connect on. So I will find people that way because they're anywhere in the world. So that's what I do with my interactions. And then I also want to make it very, very clear is that you need to be posting your day. What did you do today? What did you have for breakfast? What did you go anywhere? Like, what is your kid doing? Is it being a nutball? Like, whatever it is, like, did you clean your house? Like, little things like that. Because if all you're posting is just thrive, there's nothing for them to relate to. There's nothing to create a connection, because they've never tried thrive and all you're posting is thrive. So at that point, all you're doing is selling. You're not sharing, because you're not incorporating it into your life. You're not saying why you love it, why it's making a difference in your life. You're not doing any of that. You're just selling basically a product. Well, you really have to start getting into the habit of sharing instead of selling. Take it back down to the basics. Share why you love the product, what it's doing for you every single day, and what is this business doing. So you're going to want to be sharing trainings when you hop on, work with me's, the community. Like, we are all put together. Sorry, I like have the hiccups or whatever. I don't know. But like, you're just going to want to be sharing your day-to-day life, because they want to get to know you. They're sold to a person before they're sold to a product. So I've had so many people say, like, I literally love how much you clean, and it just like inspires me to clean and organize my house. Well, if I never shared that I clean so much, they're not going to know that. We're not going to be able to connect on that type of level. Okay, so you're going to want to be posting your day, the trainings, the work with me, the community. Just really be intentional with what you are sharing, because you're going to want to be consistent in that area as well. So it's not just all about thrive, that you're a real person too. So they want to get to know you. People are interested. People want to know what you're doing every single day. Anytime that I post, like, what do you want to know more about? They're like, your everyday life. Like, I'm like, it's the same thing every single day, honey. I don't do much, but they're just interested. They want to know that. So share that. Next, you are going to want to stay consistent. I have very learned the hard way that when you are not consistent, your interactions go down, you're way down in the algorithm, and it takes you a month to pick yourself back up. So staying consistent every single day to posting a picture, that's what you need to be doing. There are 2 days out of the week that I get ready, I get dressed, I put on a bunch of different shirts, and I go around my house and take pictures. You don't have to go out to these luxury parks and find a bunch of stuff. Get a plain wall decor behind you, whatever it is, you sitting at your desk, take a picture of your planner and a self-development book, like whatever it is, take content pictures in a bunch 2 days out of the week, because then you have a solid stack of content pictures. So where maybe there is a really rough week and you weren't able to take any content pictures, or whatever it is, or life kept throwing you curveballs, you already have so much content stocked up to where you can go ahead and post a bunch of pictures. Still, be intentional with, and if you're going out to eat that day, take pictures while you're out to eat in different like locations around the restaurant. Who cares? It's content. It's work you can be posting every single day. So stop making the excuse, well, I don't have a picture to post, I can't post today. Take content pictures twice, 2 times a week. Change your shirt, change your outfit, run around your house, set your phone up. You can literally set your phone up on the water. Like, you can do it. You're just not taking the time to do it, and those excuses keep getting in the way. You can do it. Buy a cheap tripod off of Amazon for your business to prop up your phone. There are some that are probably like $15 that are decent. You can do it. So start being intentional with taking content pictures. Also, captions. I feel like a lot of people struggle with that, and there's no magic sauce. There's no magic secret, nothing to captions, because it's you. If you go onto other influencers, and I used to do this all the time, and I slowly realized that it wasn't serving me at all whatsoever, because I was trying to basically recreate their captions, which was basically taking all of their words, which was then going under a picture of me, and I don't talk like that. So then whenever if it was curious and it got their attention, and then they go in to have a conversation with me, those are two different people. You have to be you. So there are some days where I am like on it, like creative juice flowing. I'm thinking of a bunch of stuff that I want to say. I just whip out my phone, type it in my notes, and therefore I have 5 captions for that whole entire week based off of one day of being super creative in my thoughts about the business, about the products, about life in general. Like, that's how you create captions. And then you put it in your notes, and then therefore you have it. It takes the guesswork out of it. So then therefore, if you do have a picture, but you have nothing to say under the picture, you're putting 2 and 2 together. You're taking content one day, you're being creative the next day, bring them together and post the picture with the caption. So you are showing up every single day for your business. It takes consistency. It takes discipline. It's self-discipline. You're not always going to be motivated. I'm not motivated. The entire month in December, I didn't want to post a dang thing because I wasn't taking the products. I was exhausted. I was napping all day long, but I still had to show up because this is my business. I had to be self-disciplined because this is my business. This is where it's going to take me to the next level. This is what the vehicle to where I'm going to be able to bring Shane home so he's not working 10 hours away from us anymore. Like, you have to be so self-disciplined. Like, what is your why? Your why has to be so big, because if you just keep putting all these stupid excuses right in front of you, it's never going to happen for you. A $4,000 bonus isn't just going to land in your lap. You have to start being consistent. You have to start showing up, and you have to start freaking doing the work. This is the work. Posting every single day isn't going to get you anywhere. You have to be doing the behind the scenes work, the IPAs. That's how you're going to get successful in this business. That's how you're going to earn that $4,000 bonus. That's how you're going to get somewhere. Leave those excuses to the side. If when I'm doing my self-development in the morning and there's like something that's really good, I'm like, wow, that's really good. I think of something and I put it in my notes for the caption for tomorrow. I already have like 2 weeks worth of captions written out because I had 2 really bomb creative days where I was in my head thinking, my juices were flowing. So now, and I already took I had 3 content days last week and took a bunch of pictures. I'm set up for 2 weeks. But I also got ready yesterday and took more content pictures. So now I'm set up for 3 weeks. And I was creative this morning, so I already wrote down 3 captions this morning. You have the time. Be intentional with it. You can do this. You just have to believe you can. So that's what I do. That's how I go through all of that. And I do little IPAs throughout the pockets of my day. So I go through all of the IPAs first thing in the morning. And then throughout the day, the little pockets, I will do more following and more interactions because 1, this is the business of building relationships. And 2, new people should be seeing your feed all the time. So those are the 2 IPAs that I really stick with throughout the day, that whenever I have pockets of my time, I am doing those. And then look at this monster on my face. Anyway, and then I also will at nighttime, after Izzy goes to bed, I lay down in my bed and I do 1 solid round of IPAs. So another full round of like interacting on all the stories that I missed throughout the day, commenting on all of the feed, following maybe like 10 to 15 more people, and just kind of posting like bedtime, my book, whatever. And then I read a chapter in my book, do my little devotionals before bed, and then hop on a training, share the training. Sorry, I don't know what's happening. Or and then 9 times out of 10, I put my phone down. But wait, there was something else I wanted to say to you. I don't know, pregnancy brain. I literally keep forgetting so much stuff. So that's just what I try to do. 3, 2, 1. And I do 3, 2, 1s at bedtime. Because 3, 2, 1 is 3 likes, like liking 3 pictures, commenting on 2 pictures, and then interacting with their story. So with your new followers, that's what you do. So I do that at nighttime because I found that whenever I was doing that first thing in the morning, I was kind of rushing through it because I was spending so much time on that one single person. And if Izzy gets up at a different time every single morning, so I usually have like a solid hour to like an hour and a half first thing in the morning to get all of my IPAs done, my self-development work, pouring into me, creating some type of content, whatever, first thing in the morning. So therefore I do the 3, 2, 1 at nighttime while I'm doing my last round of IPAs. And another thing is Tuesdays nights, since we don't have a training, we'll go upstairs. Okay, we can in 1 second. I'm almost done. To where Tuesday nights, I usually will do a lot of my content creating or during the day, to when Izzy's like napping or we have like our quiet time or we're just laying in bed or whatever. That's whenever I create my stories, because if you just have a good solid half hour, you can create like 2 opportunity stories, 2 product stories, and that's what you need to be doing every single day, is sharing the opportunity every single day. So products on stories every single day and sharing the opportunity every single day, because those new people coming in, they've never seen it before, so they don't know what you have to offer. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions, please let me know. And yeah.